melanin dripping, sweet candy coated honey bar, good looking. The way how you moving, put me in a mood, I'm glad to see you. Your waistline on the baseline, so attractive, I wanna be a captive. I see a smile on your face now, so beautiful, I know you're original.
So come push back on me, I wanna see if you got good chemistry. And come wind up on me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving.
Come talk to me, girl. Classy and intelligent, are you run the world? I let me sit face to face. Know you feel the tension, just had to mention. Your brown eyes, shining bright, so gorgeous and glowing like sunlight. Hear your voice, angelic high, so amazing, I wanna keep this going.
So come push back on me, I wanna see if you got good chemistry. I come wind up on me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving.
Hey, 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 girl, I wanna take you home with me.
And hey, 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 girl, show you good energy, yeah.
Hey, 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 girl, I wanna treat you right, you see, you see, you see.
Hey, 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 yeah, girl. So come wind back on me, I wanna see if we got good chemistry. And come wind up on me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we're still grooving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we're still grooving. I love how you dance and you have my attention. And dance for me, baby. Just keep it moving, cause we're still grooving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention. And dance for me, baby, step on, step out. Keep it moving, we're still grooving. Cause we're still grooving. Step on, step out. Hey.
Anybody ever told ya what a woman really is? If you ever get the moment, show them how much they give. You're a shoulder I can cry on, arms I can embrace. Is to hear my deepest thoughts, protect her night and day. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You're all amazing, I try to describe. You are woman, yes you are, yes you are. you are, yes you are.
You have birthed the nations, a nurturer you are. You bless us with your wisdom, and you tended every scar. You have found me broken, you have shown me light. You ignited all my passions, and loved me through the night. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing. I try to describe, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are.
To be a woman is to be blessed with unparalleled intuition, to be powerful, power independent of place or position. To be a woman is to be a mother, giving birth to sons and daughters, ideas, institutions, and business ventures. To be a woman is to be the current inspiration, the future aspiration of a young lady, of a little girl.
You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of light. You're a gem, a diamond flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're an African queen flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. So you are amazing. I try to describe, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. You are woman. You are woman. You are. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You are woman. You are woman. You are woman. Hey. And when obstacles manifest as natural, you are born for this.
To be a woman is to be the heart of the system, to be the one who brings life into our world.
Never thought of falling in love again. No, never. But my heart's been stolen again. This time, hope it lasts forever. We'll go beyond, 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 beyond.
It's been a while now since love's been in this place. You see, many have tried, but no one could take your place, girl. Why you so beautiful? I see the future in your face, baby. Never in a million years I thought that you'd be mine, girl. That you'd be mine, girl. Never thought I would fall.
No, never. But my heart's been stolen again.
But my heart's been stolen.
Last forever.
We'll go. Ooh, baby. We'll go, baby. We keep going and growing, girl. The best thing is knowing, girl. Cause when we KISSING, all I can say is OMG. My love in my life, you make all things right, baby. I trust you, girl, with my life. I don't want nobody but you. I'ma put my ring on you. Never thought I'd no, never. Ooh, baby. Again. This time, hope it lasts forever. We'll go beyond. We will go so far. Beyond. You'll always find what you're looking for, and you ain't looking for a thing. We ain't looking for a thing. Yeah, you'll always find what you're looking for, and you ain't looking for a thing. Never thought I, no, never. Ooh, baby. Been stolen again. This time, hope it lasts.
Warning. What you are about to hear goes against traditional romantic counsel expressed by friends, family, and Instagram memes and quotes. Open-mindedness is advised.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. And welcome to another edition of The Senate. I am your host, Neil. You know that he is your host, Derek. And together, we are back at it again with another Senate session. And Derek, how are you, my brother? How was everything? Yeah, Derek is frozen. She's on early opening juggling. Derek, got up, Pama? Oh, dear. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, I see Cherish in the building, Laura in the building. Good night. Derek seems to be frozen for a minute, so straight out the bat, they're trying to bad my mind. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. If you are not subscribed to our content, by the end of it, we hope to earn your subscription. And if you are subscribed to the notification bell so you don't miss anything from us, we have shorts, we have this live stream coming. So, like, share. Y'all are commenting, but if you are, because I have a lot of people coming out in the shadows of late that walk are now commenting first. And continue the engagement, continue commenting, and let's. Wait a minute. Yeah. So, normally I would ask Derek how he is doing, and normally he would ask me how I am doing. I don't know if that makes sense having the discussion with myself, but anyhow, we are here. Y'all, tell me how y'all doing. It's Thursday. Tell me how this week has been for you. In the chat, let us know how you're going. Derek, you there with me?
Yo.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
issue with sound. They try to bad mind you early on. Yeah, they try to bad mind you early on. Anyhow, we man. Yeah, we here.
Don't want the man to preach.
Don't want the law preach
tonight.
Mm-hmm. Anyhow, Derek, how you doing, my brother? Jesus, oh, bread, my man going pinky out there, so drinking his coffee, his cafe.
But yeah, you gotta do something every now and again, you know. As a matter of fact, they cut me off before he was able to drop my thing, you know. So very low. Let me drop it again.
So one more time. And that is it. That is it. Anyhow, my brother, Aston is here. My man Gio is here. Cherish is here. Yeah, 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 yeah. Aston asked you if it's Earl Grey or what? Earl Grey hot like Picard.
50 shades. 50 wall shades of.
Anyhow,
that's how we get those sometimes.
Yeah. We are cultured men, you know.
Exactly,
cultured men, you know, men of value. Anyhow, how you doing, my brother? How is everything? How are you? Oh, like for you.
I am well. I am well. I can't complain. Neither I could put my moat for myself because on Tuesday night I was happy that I wasn't able to get in the gym, didn't strain anything or anything like that. And then on Wednesday, going to the gym and strain my back just a little bit.
Yeah, so, it happens.
That's how life goes. But I pushed through that again today. Had a second leg workout for the week.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, man. Ryan got me on this new thing. Big up Twin Gym, by the way. Big up Twin Gym. Ryan got this thing of doing 2 leg days a week. Apparently, it stimulates growth and testosterone production or something like that. You know, he would know the terms and
or got you
the philosophy behind it.
What got you walking like a new fawn? That what you mean?
Yeah, well, there's that too. There's a lot of that too. So, yeah, man. They see my man asked to see he here early, but he games clothes on. Yeah, we ready to rock tonight. It's gonna be a little bit of action.
As always, let's not.
As always. Yeah, we getting into it. How about you, man? How things on your end?
I good. You know, unlike you, I haven't been in the gym probably for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, simply because of the same issue. Back here making me swear in Greek.
Yeah.
You know, it has been rough goings. But I am obviously going to find a way. I'm going to work toward getting my health back so that I can remain active and everything like that. You know, we are men that have always been active, so it's kind of hard not having at least some form of exercise when the week come. Other than that, I good. You know, saw my dad today. Always a good day when you see dad. Yeah. So, I good. Anyhow,
big up my dad. I think he might be somewhere in the shadows lurking tonight. He tends to watch. He doesn't really comment, but big up the old boy. Watching all the way in New York. So also shout out to all the international viewers. We had some people that tuned in on Tuesday from over and away. As we would say here in Barbados. Mm-hmm. So big respects to them. Hopefully they will get in. For those of you who tune in, we're watching the Senate podcast here on YouTube. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to ensure that you get all the content that we are producing. We are at 178 subscribers, trying to get to 200 by the end of the month. So let's keep it cranking. Let's keep it going. We seem to be getting people every day, Neil. So that's always a good thing. Mm-hmm. It shows that people are at least interested in what we're talking about, even if they don't agree. They're interested. But yeah, it's good to have them in the house.
Right. So as usual, Derek, the people would have been treated to the dulcet voices and sounds of G Syndicate, the premier a cappella group of the Western Hemisphere of this planet. Let everybody know about G Syndicate.
Yeah, man. G Syndicate got together a long time ago in Bethlehem. It seems like now, like 2006 is when we really started to push off. And since then, we had a couple of changes in members. And we going forward, we're doing another thing. And we kind of shifted in the music we used to do as well. We used to do a lot of church music, a lot of gospel music. Yeah, Aston Pinky extended and thing, you know what it is. But then we kind of moved into the more contemporary stuff. And we are really pushing the boundaries now. That's the attempt to push the boundaries of what people think a cappella music is, vocal music is. Because when people think a cappella, they tend to think somebody phone ringing. Guys, are you any Neil or me?
I got 2 phones like a drug dealer. Sorry. That was a joke.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Yeah.
Let me turn off this phone here. But yeah. Go ahead. Just
I would consider it a joke. I've never known you to be a D-boy. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, we try to push the boundaries of what people think of when they think vocal music. When people think vocal music, a cappella, they tend to think Boys to Men or some men in a straight jacket with a little funny looking hat, some canes. We try not to do that. We kind of reshape what people think, and we do it with a Caribbean style. So, yeah, man, big up the fellas, Kiamal, Vaden, Mark, Brett, Antonio, big up all the guys, man. Working hard as always.
Yeah,
we near there. We near completion. Album coming soon.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, normally we have our live streams every Tuesday and Thursday, and before each episode, we usually get Derek. Derek posts on our Facebook page, the Senate Podcast. Give us a like or follow. And he usually posts something to start off the engagement, get the conversation going, get the ball rolling. This is obviously no different. Derek, what do you have for us this Thursday evening?
Yeah, so we can talk about it a little bit. Lil Duval, a comedian, he did a very hilarious skit back in the day. Based off of music, soul, jazz, sound, just friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I always remember that when they see or hear him. And he tweeted out something that was a little controversial. I don't know if you got it there and we could get it on screen.
Not as yet, to dive a little behind the 8-ball, but bear with me for a minute.
All right, no problem.
Go ahead.
Well, I'll just read it out and you can put it on screen when you get there. And Lil Duval, he said, "Newsflash, it's a lot of Russell Wilsons out here. Y'all just ignoring them because they're not rich." And it prompted the question, do women really care about a man's ability to earn? How much does he need to be able to provide financially? Do finances really improve a man's dating/relationship up? Is it enough to just be a nice guy? And then at the end, I asked, what can we learn from Russell Wilson and Ciara? And let me pause there a little bit before we go forward. I see Charmaine in the house. Good night to you, Charmaine. Wishing everybody a productive day. Hoping everybody had a productive day. Good to see you as always.
Yes, ma'am.
And yeah, let me before we get into tonight's topic and discussion, because just before we started, I got a message. And somebody was saying, we need to stop looking at the celebrity relationships.
Mm-mm.
And I've touched on this before, right? And I'm going to repeat it. Reason why. People say that we look at these celebrity relationships and y'all women don't know, y'all don't want no Russell Wilson type. You'll be bored out your mind and cheating in a few years. Yeah. Anyhow.
Mm-hmm.
But let me before we launch into that, let me touch on this.
Right.
We look at the celebrity relationships for a reason. The reason is because I know, they do stuff. They have a different motivation. It's about clout for them. It's a money thing. They show us what they want us to see. Yeah. But all of that being said, because their lives are in a fishbowl, we are able to look at them, see them, and examine what some of the things we see, right? And we are then able to draw the parallels between what is happening with them and what's happening with the everyday man in the street. Good night, Justin. Good night, Jennifer. Good to see you. Yeah? Understand, as much as these people are celebrities, they go through the same things that we as everyday people go through. Yeah. I know people like to think, oh, that's Hollywood. And yeah, we had that a couple weeks ago. Somebody told us the same thing, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Will and Jada is, that's Hollywood and them ain't real people things. And, but,
that's happened.
And then,
road.
these are things that happen daily. So when somebody says, oh, these people show us what they want you to see and their situations aren't real, or you can't look at them because that's Hollywood, and they're presenting what they want to see. Aston came on last week, poured out his heart, and then by the weekend we saw Tyrese going through divorce, and what happened? The same thing that happened to Aston happened to Tyrese, right?
Tyrese Gibson.
Tyrese Gibson. Shoot, he is one of them people that is not many people know his last name. He's
That's
one
true.
of them people known by one name.
Yep.
Yeah, that Kobe, Madonna,
Cher,
kind of link. Cher, Tyrese, and people get it. You know what I mean? So this is why we look at these celebrity relationships, because there is stuff we can glean from them that actually applies to our everyday existence. So, having said all that, and just kind of declaring our hand, Neil, let's launch into tonight's action, right? Just get a little coffee, it's been a while since the last meal, so I'm gonna eat after the show. So just breaking the ear, as you what people will say. So yeah, Lil Duval, he made his tweet, and he said there's a lot of Russell Wilsons out there, y'all just ignoring them because they're not rich. And we like to speak aspirationally, and the ladies like to say, oh, that's not true. I want a man that, if he's a nice guy, I willing to work with it and all that stuff. But we can take a little dive, Neil. We can take a little dive into the comment section. And he replies to his tweet. And we will see, because I would have sent you the responses from the ladies. There were a whole set of those. There weren't as many responses from the men. But we can go into the responses from the ladies, right?
I ain't got no time for that.
Yeah, you got time for that.
Right.
Good night, Tamiko. It's always good to see you. And
all right,
so let me know when you're on screen, Neil, and we could go down the road.
All right, we are the first one here with I am confused on what he made.
So we've blocked out the names and the photos to protect the reputations of the guilty. And this person says, I'm confused on why men complain women don't want them when they bring nothing more to the table than self-professions of being nice. Newsflash, Russell didn't get Ciara by telling her he was a nice guy. He put in the work on himself and attracted the woman of his dreams. Yes, we agree. Also, FYI, a so-called nice and stable man would know that he's not entitled to a woman just because he wants her. If she doesn't like you, relax. She's out of your league for one reason or the other. Find someone on your, he said in your level, but on your level.
Wait. Just to be clear, are we responding to these as we go, or?
Yeah, man, we can do that. Let's do that. Let's do that, Neil.
You sure?
I'm sure the chat is going to do the same thing.
You sure? Because you know how I tend to get with these things. I tend to go off the rails a bit, and I can tend to rant. A lot of people like when I rant. A lot of people when I, show a side of me that many people don't think I have. But let's get it. This person says, I'm confused.
Let's get it.
I am confused. I can put it back on screen here. I am confused on why men complain women don't want them when they bring nothing more to the table than self-oppressed being nice. Newsflash, Russell, he put in work. Good. Put in work.
Right.
Now, Derek, we had several conversations today via voice chat, voice
yes,
note.
we did.
And we spoke on several things. One of the things we spoke about is what how society sees us. One of the things is that we men, we got to put in work. We talk about it all the time. Yes. I talk about it all the time. I got to scale the castle. I got to fight the army. And then I got to fight King Bowser. I got to jump over flames, spikes, fight Goombas. I got to do all sorts of things in a timely fashion to save Princess Peach. Now, that is not reality, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand, particularly women, you too have to put in work. You can't just roll over and turn up. How do women show effort? How do women show they are worthy? Women do this by giving access to their feminine nature, which is to nurture. You know what I mean? No, I understand you may not want to nurture early out. I ain't telling you to, the first time you go up on a date, you out there cooking macaroni pie for the man and looking to pick out curtains with him. No. However, the same way a man has to put in work, he has to be on his P's and Q's. He has to not only show that he can provide in all of the leads, but also show consistency in delivering on those promises and those things that he has to provide. women have to also hold up their end of the bargain. You have to show that you too are worthy of a man's affection, just like a man has to show that he is worthy of a woman's affection and defense and everything like that. So, no, Russell Wilson did not just turn up and, get the gal, as they say, get Ciara. But little is known about what Ciara did behind the scenes. No, we don't know. I can guarantee you that Russell Westbrook ain't just pick up this woman and move. Because by and large,
Wilson.
what is it? Russell
Westbrook. I understand he's on your mind. I understand.
That is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm like a fan, and right now it is dark days for the Lakers, right? And this one, so my co-host, he does not miss an opportunity to grind me about Russell Westbrook. So anyhow, as I was saying, let us understand, we have to put in work, man. But we also have to understand women have to put in work too. So I'm not telling y'all to jump through hoops for a woman. I'm telling y'all, put in effort. Put in effort. Show that you can provide. Show that you are stable. Show that you are about something, that you have ambition and that you can move towards something. But a woman got to show you that she's about something too. A woman has to show her feminine side. Albeit it may not be in its totality, but she has to show something. She has to show that she is worthy of your access to a relationship. Just like how you have to prove that she has to prove that you are worthy of defending her, protecting her, providing for her. She got to show that she's worthy of protecting her and being provided for. So let's dispel this notion, ladies and gentlemen, that women just turn up and look good and that's it. Let us dispel this notion that men got to do all the effort and the women just got to show up to the table, grace our table with their presence. I will never forget that line as long as I live. The other part of this is also for your information, as so-called nice and stable man would know that he's not entitled to a woman just because he wants her. If she doesn't like you, relax. She's out of your league. Pause.
That, however,
if she doesn't like you, she ain't out of your league. Mistake number one. If she don't want you, she just don't like you. Ain't everybody like you. I be working on that with my 5-year-old son. And everybody in this world ain't gonna like you and want to play with you. But I don't mean that they're out of your league. See, it's interesting. It says she's on Springs. It's funny there.
Springs. Then Erica, good to see you.
Jennifer, Erica. But it's so funny since I have had a son, since I've had a child, I approach life like how I approach him. The same way I got to teach him, I got to say, well, I teach this man these things and the people around me don't do these things. Nah. If somebody don't like you, they don't like you. Relax. It didn't mean that they're out of your league. You understand? And find someone on your level. Oh, I believe we could get to that a little later. Anyhow, Derek, we press on.
Oh, yeah, we can get to that. Let me press on.
Right. Missed the whole entire point.
Yeah, missed the whole entire point. Moderately attractive women are approached a lot through life, social, etc. A lot of women choose men that are most destructive to them emotionally. This is a man's response, by the way. Then complain how men are trash while they curve good suitors. The lady responded, she said, those destructive men are your friends, brothers, fathers, and uncles. Why don't you teach them to be better human beings than put the burden on women? All right, settle down here, settle down.
Ooh.
To settle for men they don't like just because those men are the bare minimum of nice. Pull it together, my brother. Let's go on forward. Let's go forward. Let's go forward.
Yeah. The next one, y'all find any reason.
Yeah. Y'all will find any reason to blame women. It's too funny. And I'm sure most of y'all on this thread complaining would call yourself nice guys. LOL. Let's keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Another lady said, and that's a good reason to ignore them. LMAO. That's that reason being that they're not rich.
Mm-hmm.
We got another one saying all the broke nice guys empathizing with this tweet. LOL. Somebody else said, but Russell Wilson is rich. So clearly they haven't quite understood the assignment. Somebody else said, he doesn't have to be rich, but have some financial stability and be able to handle your business, I got the rest. If they aren't rich, are they at least physically attractive and respected in / talented at their respective professions? Because if it's just he thinks he's nice, this tweet is a dud. Let's go on, Neil. Let's go on.
Yeah.
He not a Russell Wilson if he's not rich.
All right,
Somebody else says.
Hold on a minute. I try to catch up here. The next one should be not rich.
Yeah. Okay. You got not rich, so not Russell, right? It ain't Russell's then. Right?
Then this one here is next. Yep.
You got it.
Get some money.
Yeah, get some money then. LOL the F.
All right, so that one there. The next one should be.
I'm wishing.
Wait, I get in there. It's a lot. Yeah.
I'm wishing your daughter will jet the man you are, not Russell Wilson. Lies, but at least you tried. And a nice cute little gift there. There was an attempt.
Oh boy, I just don't know. The next one is the last one, right?
Yeah, cool. Let's go ahead.
Right.
Newsflash. There are also a lot of Ciaras out there, but they are overlooked by self-hating black men. Most regular women will take a regular Russell Wilson, which is a tall, good-looking man making a decent living. Nearly no one wants a bro any damn body. And then, of course, he had to get in there at some point. No, they want white girls. Now, folks, there was a potpourri, a cobbler-pot, a smorgasbord, if you will, of deflections and distractions and detractions from the man's original point with the tweet. And as I do with these things, I find them laughable.
Yep.
Because good afternoon, Nicholas. Good to see you as always.
Shout out.
They're yet to address his main thing. Now let's look at the Russell Wilson Ciara dynamic. Russell Wilson got with Ciara after she had been with Future, the minister of misogyny, right? Everybody knows Future has several children from several different women, and she was with Future. She got pregnant with Future. And a lot of ladies know, hold on to that hey, Russell Wilson essentially swooped in, saved the day, and now she's with him. But let's go to the men's responses, Neil, and come back, because men tend to process things a little differently. So let's go to the men's responses.
The first one is these females.
Yes.
Right.
We on screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. These females want that celebrity relationship, but working a 9 to 5. That's why the marriage for black couples are 33%. We dead last. This whole thread full, women should tell men marriage not worth it. And what's out there in these mindsets saying he not rich further proves the dysfunction of today's people. He talking about character. Remember what that mean? Yeah, let me read the last one. Let me read the last one. They know it, but will never admit it. They like the futures and can have a Russ easily, but that's not what they want. You go next one there?
Yes, sir.
He not Russell if he ain't rich. A lot of these women ain't Ciara though. No.
Russ Clark.
Yeah. I want to get to the men's response, because a lot of the ladies said, he didn't understand the assignment. We brought up the shaming tactics and all that. But when we come back to what Lil Duval is getting at, he's saying Russell Wilson is a nice guy, right? From all accounts, he's a nice guy. And he was able to Let me go that way. He is with Ciara.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that. He picked up Ciara. She already had a child. And normally, most men aren't dealing with that, right? That's just a reality. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, most men ain't dealing with a woman who has children for somebody else, particularly somebody else who is known as to be, you know, a sower of wild oats, a village ram of sorts, right? Most men are dealing with that. So, up front, Ciara is an aberration, an anomaly, right? That is not how it normally goes. And ladies, I'm certain your life's experience, your lived experiences have shown you that, right? The fellas now responded, what does Ciara have working for her? Let's look at it, right? First of all, Russell Wilson's a multi-millionaire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ciara, too, is a millionaire. She's a made woman. She has her own money, right? She hasn't made an album in Lord knows how long, but she's an artist. She's a dancer. She's made her own money. She's a made woman.
Mm-hmm.
Can't knock that. Ciara is also extremely attractive.
Let us not fool our foot.
Yeah?
Let us not fool ourselves.
Extremely attractive. So, yeah, let me go on. Extremely attractive, right? Also, she was already in that superstar circle, that celebrity circle. So she had access to a man like Russell Wilson. I found it interesting as the ladies went through the whole thing. One lady even said most regular women would take a regular Russell Wilson, which is a tall, good-looking man making a decent living. And it was like, you know, as I said, nearly no one wants a broke anybody, any damn body. This is true. I've defended the environment on this platform for months now, Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Women don't want environment. They don't. But there is a reason, right, why the men will come in the chat and the men will say, check it. I have done for this woman. Shoot, you and I have this conversation already today.
Yes, sir.
You do for a woman. And then, whoops, bam, she gone with somebody else. Man doing that for she. We see this almost every live stream. Because we got videos to run. Let me run that video and come back. Because again, people are saying that we're making up things, right?
Point out the video for me. Let me get it.
Let me point it. I can do that, man, my brother.
Because I got a lot of content in this chat.
yeah, there's a lot of content in this chat. I just tried to. We did a short a few weeks ago, Neil, about a guy that was too nice.
Oh, you want that video?
You got it there to hand?
Let me download it here.
Because,
so quick.
Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, let's. I got the video here to look at there.
All right.
That's one you can run, and then we can run two of these videos, and then we can come back and we can chop it up a little bit.
Right.
Because people think that we crazy. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that these things are only in celebrity lives. People, I assure you, this is not the case, right? This is the first one about the guy who's too nice.
For those of you who did not see the short,
who didn't see the short, yeah, I think maybe we could put a link in the chat for people to check out the short as well.
Yeah, you can send me note. You can send me note to get triggered fresh.
Yeah. So have a watch. This is from the Pink Butt Lessons, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Pink Butt Lessons. Follow her content. She does amazing work as well. Check her out. Pink Butt Lessons here on YouTube. Let's have a watch.
Even mad. Oh my god.
I mean, I'm not mad because I do everything I'm supposed to do for you, and this is what you say. You say this on national. You say this on a show.
You
like
brought these people.
I did because I wanted to see what was going on with my girlfriend. I prepared you a 5-course meal on the balcony for Valentine's Day. I give you my Facebook password, so because you seem somewhat insecure sometimes, but now you're saying I'm too nice.
I mean, you are a good man. Don't get me wrong, but I just need you to not be nice all the time, AJ. Can you have an attitude with me sometimes?
The flowers I send you are.
No, that's too much. Every week you got new flowers on my desk. Oh, the other ones ain't even dead yet, and I got flowers everywhere.
Because they don't need to die because you're beautiful.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Aww.
Don't do this, AJ.
You sound so sweet, AJ.
Okay, let's just try it, AJ.
Okay.
All right,
So I'm trying to figure out what it's about to be.
Well, just try one.
all right. You want me to end it?
Let's see Marley, the host. Good night, Marley.
Hi, Marley.
Yeah, we can take that though. Yeah.
Ah.
For the rest, those of you who want to see the rest, Neil has put the link in the chat so you can watch the short after the live stream. You can access that and get our take on it, right? So that's a guy. He's sending flowers and all that, and yeah, AJ can clarify that we were office. That's a fact. And she's saying that's too much, right? There's more to that, but you know, she was about that life, and she's not a superstar. She's not a celebrity, anything like that. Need that next one there, so Lord have mercy. I want to get that one, but I don't want to get that one yet. I don't want to get that one yet. Let's go back. We did a short on this one too. We did a short on this one, Neil. So
point
let me
video to
this
me.
one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can run this one as well.
Oh, yes.
If you can find the link.
Yeah, I can find it. I can find the link, but
chat.
let me get my girl on screen.
Yeah, so,
I love this woman.
Get her on screen. We can have a watch.
All right, hold on a second. Let me get her framed and ready. Just give me a second here. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Senate podcast. You know, you can give us a like, comment. You can subscribe, obviously. Hit the notification bell so that you don't miss anything from us. And let us get this community growing. And the video, is this the video here? Yes. Okay, so you ready for this one?
I can't be the only one with this kind of story.
Let's go.
About 2 years ago, I was in a relationship with a man, and he was about 40. I was about, 25, 27, something like that. But he was willing to invest in me physically, financially, emotionally, religiously, like all aspects. He wanted to make me a better woman for him. Well, he boosted my self-esteem and my well-being so much that I thought that I could do better than him. And now fast forward, I am now post dealing with a narcissist. I now understand that not all men have your best intention at heart. Not all men will invest in you, and not all men will uplift you. So when you get the opportunity to date such a man, do not let it go.
I can post the link to that here now, but that was one of I enjoyed that short simply because of the honesty that woman and accountability that woman portrayed when we did the short. It's one of those things where go ahead, Derek.
Yeah, man. I see Erica saying when you grow up around toxic relationships, you tend to see nice, healthy relationships as boring. Lots of broken people out there. And that is a fact. That is a fact. Some people cannot function normally. They have to function. They function well in dysfunction. They're like functioning addicts. Like they've got to be doing something, right? Now, Neil, I have sent you another one.
Oh dear. All right.
This is the denouement, the coup de grace, if you call it, right?
All right, give me a second.
No, this one is from Darius M, right, folks? Yeah, you can just get a little lead up. This is from Darius M, another content creator. Yeah. He could be a little rough sometimes, a little harsh. So those of you who are into this kind of content, but you're no kind of easing into it, and you're not seasoned in, and your skin is not as thick as it should be, don't deal with Darius M yet. You can check him out a little later on, right? He's particularly direct, but I've taken this portion of his video for tonight's show, right? Darius M, you can check him out as well. Neil, you ready for me, my brother?
You see, I hear. I just don't like your tone. I believe that this is something that may trigger me.
Oh yes.
Right.
I would suggest you and all the gentlemen. Oh yeah, okay. Trigger alert.
Oh,
trigger alert. Let me put that out there.
He afforded
Trigger alert.
He afforded all the courtesy of telling y'all, but he's not telling me when we doing shorts.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, trigger alert. Neil, trigger alert. We ready?
Yeah.
We ready.
Yeah. Last fall, I just started dating again. Went out on a date with this guy who was great. I mean, he was attractive. He was tall, good tattoos. He had a chemistry PhD. He was really into me, good taste in music, whatever, whole 9 yards. Gone on a date with him, and I was like, you know what, I'm just not feeling this. Left the date, go back to my apartment, invite some random guy over from Hinge to my apartment for the first time. Really brilliant of me. And he brings over as a housewarming gift a really insane book called Behold a Pale Horse, written by a schizophrenic conspiracy theorist. He brings that over as a housewarming gift, and then the first thing he does when he gets there is he microwaves a mug of beer, and I ask him, why would you do that? And he said, well, one summer I was on a random roof, and I found this beer and I drank it, and it reminds me of that. Okay, sure, I guess. He's sitting there drinking his warm mug of beer, and I'm like, oh, so what do you do to stay in shape? And he's like, I fight. I'm like, oh, cool. What do you, MMA, like boxing, like what's your deal? And he's like, no, I just meet up with random dudes off Craigslist and I fight them. And you know what? I said, I have to have this man. And I slept with him twice. Probably still would.
Oh, damn you, Derek Marshall, damn you. Damn you to heck. Damn you to heck, you madman. So,
good night, Rian. Good to see you, man.
Good night, Rian. I'm sorry, you caught me at a bad time here right now. So just to clarify, because you know me, I be slow. I just want to make sure I see the whole picture. She met up with a dude. Yeah. She was dating this dude for a while, she says. Man had a PhD in chemistry, right? Making good money. He was tall. He was handsome. Good tattoos.
Yes.
But she didn't feeling it. So the vibe may be off. Fine. Vibe may be off.
Right.
She met up on Hinge. I'm not sure what Hinge is. Remember, people, I am not of this world. I live in my bubble.
Not Hinge. Not Hinge. Don't do Hinge like that. Craigslist.
I mean, she found a man on Craigslist?
Yeah. No, sorry. Hinge. Yes, you're right.
Right. Hinge. Right.
Go ahead.
All right. Marley is telling me Hinge is a dating app. Okay, I gathered that much. So she met up with a guy on Hinge, the man who microwaves beer because it reminds him of that one summer on the roof. He fights men to keep in shape or preparing for the zombie apocalypse, whichever comes first. Off of Craigslist. And he seems rather unconventional and all right, stupid. Let's get into it. Honestly, he's very dark. But the man get the innards twice. No! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Is he the daft one? What I'm saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you may think that we come here and we speak a lot of foolishness. Y'all told us y'all want a man to provide financially. You can't make no more money than having a PhD in chemistry Oh, granted, Neil, we don't know what the man does. That man that sat on the roof and fights men around him in the streets, he may be an entrepreneur. He may be a millionaire. That woman knows from entrepreneur, right? But let's be honest, right? You know, the men that have to run the gauntlet, the men that have to show that they can provide, are the men that you're really interested in with me. Let's let me call it what it is. When a man gotta provide and he gotta show and turn up your nose and he gotta run the gauntlet, that man ain't really a cup of tea. You initially don't feel him, you're vibing. But the man, I mean, if you look into a man that you like and you vibing and feeling with, and he also can provide financially, you've hit goal. But let's be honest, right? Let us not act as though, one, because we did a live stream on this, that the earning potential matters, because it does not. Yeah, you want to know that the man can provide. You want to know that at the very least he's ambitious. He can, at least make some money and ensure that a household is maintained for his one part, for his part in the relationship. But let's not pretend as though on your requirement of list for a man to marry is that he must make money. Because, well, sorry, I worded that wrong. Not a man that you would marry. A man that you would essentially have sex with and may potentially get pregnant for. Exactly, because once you're doing adult things in the dark, that is a possibility always. So don't let us fool ourselves in some of these situations where men and women get together and have sex and children come about and then the man is this and that. I see Erica, well, she made a very valid point about toxic relationships, etc. There are some people that are not addicted to toxic relationships. There are people that well, that woman did like it rough, B. But
yeah, she like it rough, B.
Right. So, but yeah, I can just give how you back. I can how you back the mic now. I just want to make this point that
man, do.
You understand? You're having sex. You're not having sex necessarily with the intent to start a family and have children, but let's be honest, that's a byproduct of sex. That is what sex is for. That is what it's called procreation. That is why you do it. Well, that is why you should do it, to bring forth offsprings. You may have contraception and this and that, and next and third. But if you let a man go up inside of you, for child come, that makes sense. You may not want the child. You may find different ways and means to deal with the situation. But by and large, if you are a woman in 2021 and you become pregnant after having sexual intercourse, you can't be 100% sure. Right? Likewise, man. You go up inside a woman, you enjoying the viscous innards. She come back and say, "Why you pregnant?" You can't be shocked. I'm not saying it's wanted, but you can't be shocked, right? So,
yo, dog.
Yo, Kevin, showed up, man. Hope you had a good day yesterday on your birthday. So, you don't want to, not yesterday, sorry, Tuesday. So you don't want to be with a man that is stable. You don't want, I don't have to have this amount of money to get in the club to shoot it up. So when you have the child with Pookie and Ray Ray, and the man that's warm beer, and there's fight man per Craigslist to keep his shit, that man, I stumble over my words, right? But basically, by and large,
yeah, I know, because you can't process that,
right? By and large, what I'm saying is, we have people, men and women, we have a whole idealistic thing. We have a list of things that sounds sweet on paper. It's nice to read. It's a good page turner. But let's be honest. They're not practical. Because you can make a man run the gauntlet. The man go and show you he bite, but show you that he can earn. But then you lay Pookie and Ray Ray hit at the drop of a hat. And then when you get pregnant for Pookie and Ray Ray, and then now 5 years later, Pookie, you got to carry Pookie up and down the magistrate court to get little child support for you. You blasting person up on social media and you dragging the man name. You vex at men. Call men in the good. And it's the patriarchal system why men are so upset that they're going to be running about in court because they're going to pay child support. So it comes back to discernment. And it is understanding that you don't want a man to provide, to have the sex, to have the viscous sinners. Derek Gallo, man, because she don't hurt my head.
Yeah, man, I got you covered. No, check it, right? The first thing we gotta understand, or we gotta kind of get a handle on, is that the, what we would call it, the Instagramification. Let me call it that. The Instagramification has made us believe that suddenly, if you're in rich, you really and truly are almost useless, right? And that is where things kind of starting to get muddled, because they think people talking about if you ain't rich, you're Russell Wilson, and as such, look at these women. It's that's a good reason to ignore them because they're not rich. All right. All the broke nice guys empathizing with this tweet. Who says a man broke because he ain't got hundreds of millions of dollars? How many people are earning hundreds of millions, hundreds of thousands of dollars? Furthermore, millions of dollars.
I was wrong with being a nice guy.
What I mean?
What's wrong with being a nice broke guy?
Well, Derek, what a broke guys.
But hold on, Derek. We talked about this earlier when we were having our personal chat. Both of us, we are not rich, man. We are not rich, man. And honestly, if let's be honest, if we were to look at it, we are considered broke. I mean, we ain't homeless, we ain't destitute, but by and large, we can't go and just buy a house or yeah, we are broke, man. But we are nice men as well. So I think it is the whole nice man, nice broke man empathizing is ain't worth me.
So one lady said he's not a Russell Wilson if he's not rich. Do you you're not entitled to a rich man. Do you deserve a rich man? Are you on that level? And don't give me this aspirational talking and thinking that, oh yeah, I am a queen, I'm a 10. The same way a man got certain things in place to rank or rate, that applies for women. You gotta compete.
Hallelujah.
So it's this thing about you wanting average men, right? Average everyday guys to be these $1 million. We gotta get off of Instagram. We gotta get off before it was Facebook. We gotta get off Instagram because Instagram got people thinking, yeah, every week let me get on a catamaran. I sure the catamaran's doing more businesses now than they've ever done before.
Yes, sir.
Let me get on a catamaran and floss and take some pictures for the gram and show people that out here so drinking some alcohol that I can't really afford.
Or pronounce.
Right? And because ladies want to live that life, men now want to provide that life. And it's like, you know what? This is what you can do. And the men that can't or don't want to provide that life are now rendered inadequate, are rendered inadequate. That's a good word to use, right? We got to start looking at the more important things. We did a short, came out yesterday, Neil, and they had the guy in the ATM costume, right? And he was miserable. Everybody else smiled. A poor fella, his spirit broken, right? And we got to kind of, pretty much. And we looking at it as like a man's only purpose is to be an ATM, right? If he can't provide money, what is the purpose of having him around, right? And we don't look at the fact that men offer protection, they offer security, men offer comfort, believe it or not,
ease.
Yeah, you're somebody's soft place to land sometimes. Men offer all these things, and the fact that all of these women, they haven't looked at the fact that Russell Wilson took in Ciara. Let me not say that. That sounds bad. He got with Ciara because it's like if she's a stray, but he got involved with Ciara when she had another man's child, right? He got with her. He made a family with her, right? He protects all of them because shoot, he treats Future's son like if it's his son, right? More so than Future. You know what I mean? And he's providing for all of them, protecting all of them, caring for all of them. And all these ladies were caught up with in the comment section was, he ain't got no money. The fellas ain't got no money.
Mm-hmm.
And the reality is, you know, who really got money in Barbados? Let me break it down like a fraction. Who really got money in Barbados?
One of the top 15 places cost of living, the Kenya in the world.
Okay, then. And then when you come to the realization that most people in Barbados work for, they said here the other day was $2,500. That's the national average or something like that. Who really got money? Who really got money in Barbados? You got low salaries, high cost of living. We all break. You know, sorry, for my international audience. We all broke. We all poor. You know what I mean? So we gotta stop judging people by, judging men by the wallets, right? People look at one of the questions for tonight is, does that improve a man's dating opportunities, dating and relationship opportunities? I have a very good friend. I told him I was going to talk about him tonight, and he too, his girlfriend at the time, fiance, told him, look, I got with you for your earning potential. And what I liked about her, what I loved about her, is that she was upfront about it. She said it up front. When I was younger, you know, I was like, buddy, rock. Didn't get my man.
You got some board dog.
When I heard that earlier, when I heard that back in the day, I was like, but you know, later on in life, I get it. I fully, totally understand that, right? She got with him for earning potential, because at the end of the day, everybody wants some kind of security. Everybody wants some kind of comfort, some ease of living, right? And my daughter's mother would say, can't live in squalor, right? I certainly don't intend to live in squalor, Neil. I don't know about you, but
I have no
certainly
intent.
don't intend to do that. And I'm sure, I'm certain the people in the chat don't want to live in squalor.
Listen, when we were broke, like really living the schemes, we wasn't living in the squalor. So even if I do have to go back to living in a certain tax bracket or whatever, I ain't living in squalor. Hell no.
You can't live in squalor. You know what I mean? But you know, it's like, all right, I get it. You want that security. You want to come up. But then to be looking down your nose at people because they cannot provide for you the lifestyle that you cannot provide for yourself.
And that you delusionally think you deserve.
Because, and yeah, and even like said, because you got these delusions of adequacy, you think that you deserve or are entitled to have this kind of lifestyle. And that's just crazy. That's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, we have to start choosing our partners based on something less flippant, less subject to change. Because shoot, you could lose your job and that's that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Especially in times like these, where you got worldwide pandemic and all these kind of things, things can change like that. So you gotta start looking for people of character. That's what you gotta start looking at. And somebody said it in the responses to the tweet. Character, where's the talk about character in terms of choosing a relationship?
There you can't, but you can't.
Everybody talking about money.
You can't get your nails and hairdo off of character, big man. Character.
And this is a fact. I will tell you, I will never forget. I was a very young teacher back in the day, and I had an older teacher who told me, Marshall, older ladies, still hear ever so often. And she said to me, Marshall, anytime I get married again, I get married for money. Straight up. So, can't I love in that super center? I get married for money. And again, young and ignorant as a teacher, you know, sorry, not ignorant as a teacher, but young and ignorant, young teacher. I was like, oh my God, how harsh is that?
I'm gonna get together for love.
You know, I want to do this thing for love. Nah, Dread. Nah, she was an older woman. Say to me, nah, you gotta make a business decision. You know what I mean? So she's like, yeah, I get married for money. But then they got people that want to get married for love. So we gotta bridge the gap somehow. How do we bridge that gap? That is the challenge we need to, the challenge we gotta kind of sort out. Because I say all the time, man. I say all the time. I tell you all the time, I tell the guys in chat. Men get together with women, talking about love, building together and all kind of thing. And the women tell you, but yeah, here for personal advancement. So
but see, you know it's funny, Derek. You know it's funny, right? When you say certain things, like women don't build, they move in. When you say things like what you just said about, you know, people marrying for love and whatever, women looking for advancement, a lot of people, particularly women, can get upset, cry misogyny, sexism, etc. Right? But then we can clearly see
lived experiences.
Not only lived experiences, brother, but I haven't got the lived experiences. We going on the tweet the other just now with Lil Duval and the responses. These women sound like they're looking for what? What does it sound like they're looking for? They're looking for money.
Money.
So you know, bro, nice man in chat, empathizing with this talk to dare. Look at these men, he didn't understand the assignment. Saying things to get all sorts of likes and comments and say Kiki, she really what's the word? Roasting? Yeah, roasting them, right? And I think it's very silly, right? Where I am not saying, or we are not saying, that a man's ability to provide or having ambition is not important. We're not saying that. We're not saying to see a man that comfortable, lying on the block when the day come, and you know, all he just do is watch football and complain and argue football up in the block, but he's fine, he's 70 rum shot and thing. He ain't got no aspiration to do nothing or whatever. We're not saying that. We're not saying to go for those kinds of men. But while still, there's still critical thinking that needs to be involved, right? We look at Ciara and Russell Wilson. Yes, they are celebrities. Yes, they are of a certain ilk, a certain financial tax bracket. People saying that Russell Wilson ain't just short, he had to put in work. But we're not looking to see, because you see, we don't know. Because I think.
Answer this, Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Let me answer this. Go ahead. That's a critical point that I think all the men in the chat need to understand and recognize. Ciara is super fine, child or not, right? Super fine. Does Russell Wilson get with her if he is, shoot, me or you?
And
can Russell Wilson get with her?
And that is the thing.
Based on her past boyfriend, I would hazard a guess. As it appears, I would reckon not.
No, she can't.
But to the person's point, to the person who made the tweet, I would agree at that point. He put in the work. He dedicated himself to his craft. He built himself up, and then he was able now to pull on that level. Exactly. I encourage all men to do that.
to do that, Derek and I, again, we had it was an not enlightening, because we both, the funny thing about Derek and myself is that we don't have to have discussions because we are very like-minded, because we've known each other for so long. And I think the basis of our friendship for all these years is that we are very like-minded and we see the world pretty much the same, right? We may disagree in certain degrees, but we do.
We can have a debate next week,
right? Oh Lord, no. But anyhow, the thing is, I believe we had a conversation today where it's like, we have gotten to a point where, and I keep saying it, that men have to prove. The men have to show the work, and we all have to show and prove, but women do not. Cheese on bread, brother. Every 9 o'clock, so you come and post this cheese on bread, hide user. I want first things first, I can report you. Give me a minute. Pornographic ain't get you kick off YouTube. Okay. Right. Remove. Let me hide things for this user. Right. So I say it all the time.
I lost you. Not hearing you. Nothing.
Hello. All right.
Got you now.
Okay. So that cable, like, keep going. All right. So as I was saying, women want a man with earning potential. You want a man to make a certain amount of money, not considering that for all of the money he has, or that he has made, or that he continues to make, he can lose it very easily. Russell Wilson, for example, he's playing a sport, so it's a very violent sport. So it ain't gonna take.
Yeah, and his shelf life is short already.
Exactly.
Athletes don't last that long.
Exactly. Right. So consider that you can lose money, you can lose your job, you can lose your finances. Right. What is important is character, the ambition. There's a school of thought that if you make $1 million, and I can understand it to a point. If you make $1 million and you lose $1 million, you can rest on the laurels that you have made $1 million. Therefore, you can do it again, right? You can follow a blueprint to get it done again, especially if you have a particular set of skills, right? But women tend to show up. Women tend to roll out of bed. Women tend to look fine. But what people don't understand is that for all of your beauty, for all of your good looks, for all of your exterior, that will fade. We don't know how it can fade. Derek and I were talking about it today, especially with some of the women at our school. Back in the day, we had some women in our year level. Shoot, we got many here from year level. Mama, Rebecca, the test, Nicholas. We had some women in our year group. Steve who?
Shorty.
Shawlaw. But no, not so much. Some of them look good still. But a lot of women now, especially, are being more active in working out. Why? Because, as y'all just keep telling me, hormones. Things just change. Things just shift. Things just start to sag. Things just start to droop. And you have to put in the work to maintain a certain physique and health, physical health. But women seem to think that a man must always have it. But when I start to lose it, it is all right. But if you get it together with me, because I'm making a certain amount of money, I get with you because you got a fat behind and you look good in a dress. Right? Yes, women. Yes, women. Men, the same way you can want a man for your money and he must earn a certain amount of money, and there's nothing wrong with that, is the same way a man can say, well, I with you because you look good. And there is nothing wrong with that.
That.
Right, good. Yeah? If you want to call me sexist,
nothing misogynistic about it or sexist about it.
Before you do, think critically about what I just said. You want a man to make a certain amount of money, but I still look any sort of way. How dare you come and say that I must look a certain way and I must look a certain way? The problem, you sort out with the juggling. But if you, the same way I have to compete for your affection, I have to show that I got money and I have the wherewithal to provide. It's the same way you have to compete and show me that you are willing to maintain certain things that you are bringing to the table. If you are bringing your looks to the table and your physique to the table, guess what? You showing up to the table, you have to maintain what you bring to the table. The same way when I bring my money to the table and I got to maintain my money and my paper. It's the same way that if you bring you good looks, you double D's, and you fat apple bottom to the table, you gotta maintain that. Here's the joke, we not setting the rules anymore, Men do not set the rules anymore. We have not, but this is a joke. We used to set the rules. Granted, they were very misogynistic and sexist way back then. Right? But no, because things have shifted, we do not set the rules in the dating marketplace. Therefore, we are going based on what you women are showing us. We have to provide and bring that to the table and show that we got it. Shoot, how many shorts we do, Derek, where a man ain't had it like that and the woman ready to bail? We do a short the other day, so we're the woman with the Tiffany bracelet and the restaurant. My man Keelon. My man Keelon. Then the woman said, once she got the idea that this man can't provide for me. This man can't carry me to a restaurant. This man carry me to the restaurant. He got to pay bills. Nah, he ain't gonna work with me. I get a drinks with my girls at work.
Yeah, it's interesting, Neil. Consider the fact the man said he was paying bills, but because he couldn't take her to a restaurant, she was like, "Nah, this is ignorance."
Yeah.
And so what you're saying to me is, if we live in the same place, you would prefer I take you out above paying my bills. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, at least
it might be a bit of a stretch, but you could kind of infer that that's how it would go.
Yeah, but we got the memories.
Because if he had to pay bills, and the bills obviously would trump taking her out. And I can see that would be a noise.
So yeah, so the same. So ladies, what we are saying here, right, is that what is good for the goose is good for the gander. The same way you have what you deserve, and what you're looking for, what you want, whether it's materialistic or not, or shallow or not, is the same things we have as well. Yeah. So the same way you want a man to earn, you want a man to come in with a certain amount of tax bracket and money. It's the same way that we get it together with you for a certain amount of things, and you have to maintain. The same way we have to show that we can provide all the leads and secure all the leads and defend all the leads. You have to show us that you have to nurture the leads. So the same way we have to compete and always be on our game and always make sure the money up. I always make sure that we defending and we turning out like bulbs and cutting the grass and lifting heavy things and doing things on the house, checking the plumbing and all sorts of things. The same way you have to maintain the certain things you bring to the table. You're just turning up them days done. We are not accepting that because men, go watch it now. Watch the segue. Because men, I understand we do stupid things for access to intimacy, for the loving, for the good, for the gushy, the gawk, the viscous innards, the sugar walls. We do many different things for the right. Derek does it much better than me. Man, sex can come and sex can go. You cannot do anything with sex. These women out here looking for money. They will get together with men for money. We can't be getting together for women only for sex. Because them taking me the cleaners when they divorce, and what we got? Memories. We crying in a dark room, listen to Evanescence. You understand? So we have to understand sex is not the end all and be all. Yep. Sex is not the end all and be all. We love sex. I can say every time we bring it up. Derek, those who love sex, give you a like. Take a minute. You're watching the Senate podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. But if you love sex, hit the like button. If you love sex, hit the like button right now. Yeah? But what can you do with sex after you've had it? You can't do nothing. When she take that access to intimacy, you out to pasture. But when she left you, she gave her half your money. So, man, we have to stop softening our wants, desires, needs, and access to the table behind the fat ass, behind the gawk, behind the loving. Because at the end of the day, there's no practical use for it. You want someone to nurture you. You want somebody to empower you as a man. You want some, and like before y'all come and say, oh, I ain't a body therapist, I ain't a body cheerleader, I ain't trying to big up the man. If you got insecurities and certain things. The same way you want to be told you're beautiful, ladies, you wear a hot fly dress on a date, and you would like a man to compliment you. It's the same way we want to feel like men as well in certain spaces. Yeah. So just let's be real. Men, do not soften your stance. Do not get out of your frame. Yeah, she look good. Whew. She mama smoking. But she set her price. You must have money. What's your price? It can't be the access to intimacy. It has to be something tangible that makes you want to defend and provide for your woman. To ensure that she has all the leads to thing. And ladies, you gotta nurture that. You gotta foster that. You have to encourage that. So let us stop with the malarkey. We have to move with intent. If your intent is to get the fiscal sinners, all of what we're talking about don't matter. Shoot, how much she make don't matter. If she's nurtured, don't matter. Because you just want the up and down. But if we are talking about relationships, women, you want a man, you want a husband, you got to provide more than money. It's just what it is. Because he can provide all the money in the world and be a total a-hole. The future rich. You think anybody looking to marry Future?
But some people are, well, some people are looking to get with Future. And that's the thing, right?
For the money and the clout, the social clout.
Yeah, the modern day dating strategy is, and I saw Quincy post it here whenever he was here a couple of weeks ago. You sleep with and have children for the bad boy, the alpha, the Pookie and Ray Ray, Chad and Tyrone. You have their children. You go with them, you date them. But you marry the beta, which is like exactly what Ciara would have done. Right? She went out, she had a baby boy, a Pookie and Ray Ray. Yes, he got enough money, but he is a Pookie and Ray Ray. And then you turn around, and she's fortunate because she looks the way she does, and she has access to those kind of high-level men. She was able to secure her own provider male. Right? Don't want to use the beta male term. Right? She was able to secure a provider male. And that seems to be the strategy that a lot of women are now employing today. So, and ladies, tell me if I'm lying. During your 20s, early 30s, you go around, you have your fun and stuff like that. You in school, you already check in, you studying and all that. So you take a piece off her fella here and send it back. Take a piece there and send it back. That kind of thing. They got a fellow or two that, you know that you didn't really in a family day with them or anything like that, but they're hitting that spot for you. Hitting it nice. So you working with that. You may or may not have a child with them, and then it's like, what, it's time to settle down. Let me see if I can secure now a guy who is now going to make wrong things right and look after me and my children.
Marley.
How often do we see?
Sorry, go ahead, Derek. I don't want to forget this point, but I can come back to that. You go ahead, Derek.
Yeah. Right. So you how many times have we seen on dating profiles? We do dating profiles from time to time here. We put them up and we have a good chuckle at them. But how many times do we see in those dating profiles women saying, "Oh, it's time. I had all the fun I want to have. It's time to get serious." Oh, words to that effect. Essentially, it's time for me to settle down and do this thing right. Neil, we got a graphic that I want to get on screen. Somebody sent this to me.
I got this here ready.
Like 2 minutes before we started.
Yeah, you want me to put it up now?
Yeah, man, put it up.
Yep, we on screen.
We got my friend Andrea. She said, women are so difficult. This is a forward she got. She sent it. Always changing their minds. At 18, they want handsome men. At 25, they want mature men. At 30, they want successful men. At 40, they want established men. At 50, they want faithful men. At 60, they want helpful men. Now read these. Read this. Now these. Read this consistency. Men are very simple. They never change their taste for any changing condition in their lives. At 18, they like pretty young girls. At 25, the same. 30, the same. 40, the same. 50, the same. 60, still the same. Even at 70 and 80, when they can barely move, they still like pretty young girls. If you agree with that, put some ones in chat.
Look, I would even amend that there, because the only thing I would add to that is, as you get older, you want pretty young girls, but you also want someone that is willing to be feminine and to nurture. Because let me be honest, when we was younger, we know come out, we know hit the dating scene or whatever. We ain't care if the nurturing or not. We care was nurturing. We don't want them.
But you see, my education, this thing.
Oh
was
yeah,
a little different.
yours was rough. Yours was going.
It had a rough initiation, and they kind of got fast tracked into this thing, and I've been kind of clocking since then. Got off the rails, man, got married, got off the rail again, and so my initiation has been different. I kind of got a very early introduction into female nature, and I learned a lot of this stuff early. So if you agree with that particular graphic, put some words in chat. Let me see, because I found that it was as accurate as it gets in terms of being as superfluous as it could be. It's a little superficial, as base level as it gets, but because it doesn't drill down to anything, but it got the right concept in that, we start one way, and then as you get older, ladies looking for a bit more security. That's just life. They're looking for, you have a good time. I just thought about this. You have a good time. You handsome guy, Pookie and Ray Ray come true and do the thing. And then by the time you start to get a little older, you want men that established, successful. Shoot, not even faithful so much. Good night, Philip. Good to see you, my brother. 60, they want helpful. One would argue that they want helpful from 18. Coming along up, right? But the concept is still the same. You have your fun, and then as you come up, you want successful, established. Because I say all the time, women don't build, they move in. So the women doing that IKEA thing. Women want a man. Marley says, I dated an older man and I train out the burst of laughing when they tell me about some younger that they dated and try to F up their life. Yeah. Men like young girls. Sorry, let me backtrack. Let me retry that. Let me say it again. Let me say that differently. Men like girls who look young.
I think that yes, that is that. Yes.
Yeah. Because somebody was clicked down and said that he's preaching pedophilia. So you don't want that. Right?
Yeah, boy. I know the gossip section of people out there just waiting for me to trip up. But gotta have to be quicker than that.
Yeah, but men like women who are attractive. That's just a reality. And to try to suggest otherwise is kind of like, I like to use the analogy of Temple Yard and the pork chops and all that stuff, right? Because I think people will get it, right? But let me share a story to kind of show you exactly what I mean. When I was on the road to being married, right? We were doing the, what do you call it? The gift registry. And we had a registry at Carter's. We had a registry at Cape Shepherd at the time. This is a long time ago in Bethlehem. So we went to Carter's, chose what we wanted, blah, blah, blah. And then we go to Cape Shepherd to do the same. And I remember the experience at Cave Shepherd with the lady. And she and the ex-wife, it started to get a little tense because the fiance was like, well, they're looking for this and they're looking for that. And then she started to say, well, but at Carter's you got this and at Carter's you got that. And when a gallon bottle only holds a gallon, so when the lady had her fill of that, she said, this ain't Carter's. You know what I mean? This ain't Carter's. So it take all around the world for that to come back to men like attractive women, right? And to try to suggest or try to shame men into not liking attractive women is essentially trying to get Cave Shepherd to sell the things that Carter's is selling. You're trying to get people to buy something that they don't want. So we got the whole move of body positivity and all of this kind of stuff. Men want attractive women. Point blank. The same way women want men of means they don't want to date the van man. They don't want to go with the van man. Women want men that look good. Women want men that got something. Men want women that look good. So we got to kind of start working towards giving each other what we want.
Wish I had the graduation music here until. That's a fact. That is a fact.
Thank God.
But yeah, so that I mean, I completely agree. I think that is what it is, right? I think that because we get a lot of shaming for what we like. But we do not shame women for what they like. Like, you don't hear men talk about, oh, you want money, you're a gold digger. You want man that's provide, you're only looking for money. What's you? You're no different than a gold digger.
Well, to be fair, some people do that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, but what I'm saying, by and large,
not en masse, is not mainstream.
Right.
It does happen.
But it basically comes down. Marley made a comment earlier when she said that Russell Wilson and Ciara were celibate until marriage, and I forgot that point because I think it was because of Christian beliefs and everything like that. But that's a very good point. The point is that, all right, I ain't gonna push the marriage angle so much because it's not for everybody or anything like that. But there is some method to the madness of. There is some method. There is some method to the madness of waiting until marriage, because the access to intimacy will make you make stupid decisions. Granted, back in the day, the access to intimacy or lack thereof used to make you make stupid decisions. Because men used to marry women just to get the viscous innards, only to realize.
But here's the thing, Neil. Here's the thing. The deregulated sexual marketplace. Men had to pay a price to get it.
Oh yes. Man had
want some of this action? You gotta marry me. Simple. You gotta make an honest woman out of me. Nowadays, because women, that's patriarchal. Marriage is patriarchal, and you don't want this, and you don't want that. Women should be free. They have agency over their parts, and they are free to do with them as they wish. So women fool everybody. Who you like? Narrow that. Do you and do who you feel like doing. That's where we are now. But after you go, that's the women. They have changed how they approach it. Men still looking at women that, low body count. Yes, body count matters. I know you don't want to hear that, but body count does matter. So men still looking for women with low body count, women that aren't known to the streets. That's what men looking for. Men looking for women that look a certain way, cooperative, don't got nobody else children. That's what men looking for.
Completely agree. You hit the nail on the head, and it comes back to what I want, right? And we want what we want. And we gotta stop feeling shame for wanting what we want. Because when a woman says she want a man to provide, she want a man to go your own house, you want a car, you want a man that, because she don't want to raise a big grown man, she don't want to be nobody mother or anything like that. You gotta learn to cook clean, you gotta learn to be able to do for yourself, etc. Right? That is your stance, as what you want. But don't be vexed if I'm a man of means and I pick you up because you're not being nice or anything like that. You cannot just come to the table. You are not gracing. Listen, I bring value to a table. We talk about this hypothetical table. I bring things to the table as well. What you gonna do for me to sit at this table with me? You understand? Because at the end of the day, if I continue to jump through hoops for you, and all you got to do is turn up, and I've not given you my price. You just gotta turn up. You just gotta look good. You just gotta cook every now and then. You know, we said it in this space before, right? With sex, men love sex. Everybody loves sex, but men too. But then we said, well, shoot, you're having sex. Yes, you should. She should cater to your man's sexual needs and desires. I mean, granted, we ain't saying every night, but if you used to have sex 5 times a week back in the day, and you're gonna know for 5 times a year, there's a problem with that. Somebody came in and said, somebody came in the chat and said, but suppose when I got 4 children and a mortgage, and when I got a household to run, you got 2 jobs, both when you're working, are you supposed to have sex with you? A regular? Yes. Figure it out. You know why? Because I am keeping up my end of the bargain. I am providing.
Contract, man.
I am providing my end of the bargain. Again, we're not saying that after children, after like work, and after taking care of a household, you're running home brown behind rugrats, and you cooking and cleaning everything that every night you got to service me too. We're not saying that. But we can't go to the other extreme of once, twice a month. Let us be fair. Because then if I say, you know what? And a sex in here. So you know what?
I'm paying the light.
Right. Then all of a sudden, no, it's
it went dark.
That's how the man moving. Oh, that's you sex slave, this prostitution, this and that next. No. You want what you want, and the world now bends to your will now with what you want. That is fine. But let us fully understand, men, you have your wants, desires. Don't be unreasonable. Because some men just take a 6 for a 9. Shoot, I ain't gonna hold those men accountable because everybody else in mainstream does. That's not our job. Our job is not to hold them men accountable. We talking men that got 6. That boat something, right? The majority of men, because a lot of y'all seem to believe that the majority of men is men out here doing beer junk to women. No. Please to understand that your degrees, women, don't matter to me. You come with you 7-figure salary when a year come, it don't mean nothing to me. It helps, but it don't mean nothing to me. Yeah. We just want you to be nice.
Does it though, Neil?
What?
Does it help? Does it help?
You mean if a woman got a 7-figure salary?
Yeah, does it help? Because a lot of times women are not bringing that salary.
Well, true.
Oh, no, you see some boy ain't got a short for you. But anyhow, matter of fact, no, you think I'll do that as a live stream and connect it to this show,
okay,
so that I can watch your responses in real time.
I tell you, listen,
else can watch them as well.
Listen, people, look at me, people. I'm gonna blink. Help me. Abusive,
yeah,
environment.
Not
really.
That's the yeah. But a woman on that level, she does not want a homosexual. She wants a man on her level or her. That's how women date. That's why the women in chat don't want a fine man, because they want a man on their level or above. That is just hypergamy. At its hypergamy 101, if you want to call it that, right? So women will always look to date up. Somebody in the tweet, when the responses say shoot, they may want nobody want to bro nobody, right? So they're looking for Ciara for all her millions, still got with a man above her, worth more than her. Sorry, net worth more than her. I know when I say, whose net worth is more than hers. Good. Fuck you, Rihanna.
Before you talk to Rihanna, right? I gotta make this point before it slip out my mind, right? Imagine if men were to start dating women on their level or above. Imagine if a man were to start approaching the relationship marketplace as saying a woman must be on my level or above. Meaning that a woman must be of a certain ilk, must be of a certain demeanor, must be of a certain temperament, must be of a certain looks. Imagine. I know it's hard to, as my man John Lennon said, it's hard to imagine. But believe me, imagine if men decide, you know what?
And that's the problem
we are moving we're moving on.
We're too cheap.
We're too cheap. You said it to me earlier today. We are too cheap. We just bend too cheap because we want to maintain peace and the access to peace. You understand?
Correct.
So, men, I empower you to stick by your guns. I know it's hard because you like sex. And sometimes we get through droughts. You know, like some women that could call up and get. Sometimes we go weather the storm. We go in desert. But believe me, if you stick to your guns and don't take anything that just come across your way that give you the time of day, right? And you hold women to a standard, your standard, trust and believe you will come up better for it. Women. Number one, some of them got standards that are not realistic. Some of you have standards because a lot of women looking at Ciara and feel that them deserve a Russell Wilson. Some of y'all are thinking that y'all deserve a Will Smith. But let's be honest, ladies. As much as we...
This boy... I would like some boy to see Will Smith.
Well, yeah. But if you look at Jada, the patron saint of the podcast, right? She still look good at 50. You can't deny that Jada can still come out all right when it comes to getting a mind. Look at the same Ciara and Russell Wilson. Ciara, as we said just now, is flaming hot. Right? Some wanna let's keep it 100. One ain't got no discernible talents. Y'all working for somebody and making money, yes. Paying y'all bills, yes. But really and truly, if you lose that job, wanna skin out. Unless when I can find a job in that marketplace. Two, some of y'all don't take care of your bodies as you should. Your health, your looks.
You see, on that Ciara level.
Right. Like Ciara is a production, let me be honest. I am sure if you take a budget of her looks, no, granted I ain't saying that y'all women are Ciara in terms of having to be that public persona. But let's be honest. Y'all want, thinking y'all deserve a Russell Wilson. I want a nice man that's 6'3", making a certain sort of money. He must got 6 abs. He must got 6 inches. He must be this. He must be that. He must treat me like a queen. He got to this and that and the next and the third. But you out here looking like a linebacker, though. You out here behaving like you are a tyrant. You gotta accept me flaws and all. Marley is 4'6", is not 3. I forget him one, but it's 6 foot. Oh, 6 figures. 6 figures. Yeah, right? So a lot of y'all women thinking y'all deserve a nice man that does make a lot of money, that is tall, attractive, and look good. He must be able to put up with your insecurities and your flaws and all. Wanting that Russell Wilson treatment. And y'all not looking critically in the mirror to say, well, shoot, but that ain't me. And not willing to compete and be in a particular frame of mind to go after the type of lifestyle, health-wise, physically, aspirationally, and career-wise to capture a man that you want. A lot of you all simply believes that wanna turning up is it. But let me put it to y'all like this. If a man accepts you flaws and all, essentially accepts you at your level, and your level is not rising, what do you expect that man to be? More than likely that man is going to be at your level or below.
Yeah, that's the thing, Neil. Relationships are reflective.
Exactly.
So,
right.
There's a reason a man shooting the shot at you.
I mean, let's keep it 1,000%. I am nowhere near where I want to be. Yes, I am 6 foot. Yes, was the other 6 that I could mention that I don't want to give myself. I don't have 6 abs.
Don't talk about your business.
Right.
Don't talk business.
I don't have 6 abs. I'm not making 6 figures. But the point is, I know where you're trying to get to. I firmly believe that one day I will be having 6 figures. I don't want 6 abs because I like my donuts and I like my macaroni pie, but I want to be in shape, right? I take care of myself. So I am going to hopefully achieve, and my standards are a certain place that the person that comes into my sphere is going to reflect where I am and may not be where they want to be in life, but they're willing to put in the work. So you have to turn up. You have to put in effort.
Oh, I see you, Cherish. I see you. Make yourself marketable before you hit the market. And that's the thing, Cherish. I don't think that people recognize that it is a market. I sent you some video in the YouTube that was supporting your point just now. You could put it on screen whenever you want. People do not understand and appreciate that it is a market. They just feel like a turn up any old hoe. Because some men think so too.
Yes.
Turn up crusty and musty and think that somebody can take you on. Nah, you competing with people.
Yes, sir.
You gotta compete. And we made the point earlier today, maybe too cheap. We get the sex and we be like, man, that's all it is. And then we accept bullshit after that. Cat says I don't mind the competing at all. It's just the nature of getting what you want. Yeah. I get the impression Kat and Marley are not here in Barbados. Yeah, Marley, they're in London. I get the impression.
Yeah.
Speed dating in London, wash up t-shirt. Yeah, exactly. What you can get. You know what I mean? Somebody can turn it and say, what? He turned it in a wash up t-shirt. Guess what? Them is even me. He can get a wash up t-shirt. That's exactly what it is. It's reflective. So you have to make yourself. Don't expect nobody can look at you. You musty, crusty ass. Make yourself the best possible version of you to go out in the market. Nobody is just taking you as you are. So you ladies that figure, you know what? I could just run up myself to whatever weight I want. Shoot, I ain't gonna cream my foot. I ain't gonna take care of my hair and nails. I could just clap a weave on it or clap a wig for my head and some long awnings for eyelashes. I come out the house and figure that that's cool. Nah. Cause you still smell musty. The wig sash weave smell like a wet cat. I mean,
bad memories.
And ladies, I speaking from experience here. As a man that will go and party and I out walking up with somebody and I too am over 6 feet tall. So now I gotta get wide to get low to walk up with you. And now my nose in your hair and your hair smells like a dead animal.
A dead wet cat.
If I step to you and I come up like that, you ain't taking me on. So I think it's only fair. Because I am a bit of a snob, Neil. I say so. People tell me a little bougie, but hey, that's just how I operate.
Apparently, they say that about me too.
Right? You say a little bougie.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
It is.
It is what they are until they aren't. Right? So they tell me a little bougie. That's fine. But I ain't going. Some people come and talk to you in effect, and they gonna make sure to talk in my good ear because you talk to me face to face. Your mouth licking me down. Nah. You're just burning off all my eyebrows. Nah, that ain't working with me. Yeah, let me get my cats off for that.
Cheese on bread.
You know what I mean?
It's not gonna work with me.
So nah, don't come. Why should I be taking on you musty ass? Ask yourself that. Ask why people should be taking on you and your musty ass. Men and women in the chat.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, as Cherish said, you have to make yourself marketable. Yeah? Make yourself marketable. You might not got the 6 figures, as Neil said. You might not even be 6 feet. But you can make sure you wash your clothes, come out your house, smelling a certain way.
Listen.
They had an ex that would tell you they got some people that look like they smell bad.
Oh, facts on facts.
They look like they smell bad.
Factual. Large portion of facts.
I say wrong with that.
Listen.
Say wrong with that. So just take care of yourself, present yourself properly to the marketplace, and then you will start to see some success. But don't just come out any old how and say people gonna take me as I am. Nah, the boy ain't gonna take you as you is.
No.
Sorry, no one has to take you as you are for international.
Yeah. It's not that we don't know the English language. It's just that is our Creole, if you will. That is our patois. We call it Beijing. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Senate podcast here on YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our content going forward. We usually post every Tuesdays and Thursdays live stream. This is what we do. Every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we have shortened version where about 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on the short, we usually bring some levity to the whole situation. And hopefully, you know, it's more funny, but we still have messages within those shorts. So, you know, share with your friends. If nothing else, share with your friends. We want to grow this community. We want to have not only an echo chamber, but we want voices that don't agree with us. We want you to engage us. Now, before we open the phone lines, I think it is very, very, very important that we say that men, enough is enough. Women, enough is enough. Right? I understand. Everybody want to be a diva. Men don't want about thinking that everybody want to be Bill Smith, though. But women, you will understand. If you don't look like Ciara, if you don't look like Rihanna, if you know you don't look like, because it's not, we don't even want to make it seem that we are only trying to empower women to be skinny or whatever like that. That's not the point, because there are plus size women that look real good too. You understand? There are plus size women that have, they can't come down in size or have no desire to come down in size, but they carry themselves as ladies. They look the part. Look at Adele. Well, Adele before she lost the weight. Adele came to mind before she lost the weight. Jill Scott. Oh my God, I love me some Jill Scott. Right? We are not talking about Lizzo. You cannot come out the place with a Lizzo attitude, looking like Lizzo, and pick a struggle. If you know that you have issues with your weight, and you know very well that you think, carry yourself a sort of way as a plus size woman, behave like a certain sort of thing. Shoot, if you are a slim woman and you look good, you could be nice though.
Please.
You could be nice.
Please.
So
before you go further, Neil, let me address the men. Because you know how I feel about this.
I was just about to hit them.
Fellas.
But you go ahead.
Fellas. If you know, right, there are only there's a small percentage, and you would know the figures better than me. Right? There's a small percentage of men over 6 feet tall. Women want men over 6 feet tall. Mm-hmm. If you can't meet that requirement, you have to look for other things. Mm-hmm. Right? As Neil said, pick a struggle. You can't be short and fat. You can't be short and fat and break. You can't be short and fat and break and musty. I say all the time, water's run down. So you can't be walking with your foot white like you're kicking flour. You backtrack for my international audience. You cannot be walking around
ashy
with your feet white as if you were kicking flour. Use some moisturizer. You can't be walking but your mouth stink. You can't be walking whenever you talk, people ducking like it's Father Fox. Nah. You know what I mean? You can't be walking about your hearing comb or, you know, you're ignoring the way so you don't want to share.
Hey.
Sorry, dog.
Hey.
Sorry, dog. But you look well. Shoot, I could use a little shave myself, but we can get to that in the next couple of days.
We don't do well. We do controlled chaos.
Correct. Right? Take care of yourself. If you got 2 or 3 shirts that you know are decent, that you wear them out. The old people used to do back in the day. The old people had a big lot of clothes. It wasn't living in luxury. But you had a few things that you know these are special things. Mm-hmm. Are you wearing these out? These for date night, these for cologne night. Mm-hmm. Cologne is a good idea. Yeah? Because it's like, yeah, you don't wear your cologne every day. So when you going out special and you wear your cologne, you bust out these pieces. It might be a fancy shirt, you got, or a fancy pair of jeans, a fancy pair of slacks, or whatever. Cool. These for going out. But do not take your things for going out on date night and wear them to work in somebody's warehouse. And then you come to go with the woman and you musty. Don't make any sense. Don't make any sense. So invest in a good antiperspirant, not a deodorant.
Shoot. Invest in a good
Especially
soap.
for my guys out there where
you go far down the line.
But
invest in a good soap.
I would hate to take. Now you gotta tell man to wash the ass.
Brother man.
Invest in a good soap, a good shower gel, or let me get a soap if you're that fancy. Invest in a good soap. Shoot, back in the day we had some life boy. When you wash your when you be with a life boy, you know you can't wipe your skin tight. Like spring kind of take over.
Irish Spring.
You know what I mean? So just take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, so that you present the best possible version of you. Don't just carry your musty ass out on the street and expect the women to look at you. Ain't working so.
Pull up your pants. Women, bonnets are not meant for outside the house. It is so funny. I know a woman very close to me. The woman says she would not go and wear a bonnet to the garbage can. But yet still, I live here. Where I live, I got a little development here. People just walk past me and get Spikes down. If you see how many young girls I see walk past me in a bonnet, going into Spikes Town, yo. I used to be in Eddie's, Jordans, and people go on bonnets. Stop. Because the man that pay you up with a bonnet, he ain't no good. The Senate can vouch that man ain't no good. He ain't got good intentions. The woman that pay you up, that because you pants sagging and can see all you boxers, I mean, granted our demographic is between 35 and 45, but if any of our young listeners are listening here, man, your pants sagging, your underwear showing, as what my Felice Johnson tell you, when your pants sagging a thing, but he like that, you come in prison with your pants sagging, and like saying I wants you. You understand? So we gotta start moving the paint. And think, yes, you see me there look a little wild with the beard. Yes, you see me my hair looking well in form or whatever like that, but I guarantee I smell good though. Shoot, I more believe in my smell than how I look. I don't know if I look good, but I can damn sure guarantee I smell good. And I ain't talking about I could not be every day. I know I smell good though. You know why? I wear deodorant, the soaps I use, the gels I use, washing my sheets, washing my clothes. Let me take pride in our appearance, man. And when you say pride in your appearance, you ain't coming out in a three-piece suit, you ain't coming out dressed C9s. Taking pride in your appearance is making sure that you're wearing well-fitted clothes. Oh my God. Well-fitting shoes. Oh my God. There's nothing wrong, man, with a tailored look. There's nothing wrong with a fitted look. Yeah, you understand, you might be from the streets or whatever, you might, you know. And yeah, when you repping, even if you, I don't even believe big clothes is still a thing, but please wear clothes that are fitting.
It's not.
Please.
It's so not.
Anyhow,
the skinny jeans in the crank. I see Cherish with another brilliant statement here that we can tackle as well. Being marketable can also mean going forward in life, fulfilling your own dreams, and have a sense of self. It makes no sense falling in love with potential.
Oh, rascal.
It depends, Cherish. My partner that I told you about, because his fiance at the time, she was what you would call an early investor. So she was able to get it get it early in the market, right? But because you could see where he was heading, she was able to make that early investment, and she got with him early, right? Having said that, she did leave him out for a guy who was not doing half of the things that he was doing for her, but that's another story for another time, which kind of goes back to what we were talking about, right? Yeah, deal with Pookie and Rare, but yeah, hold firm to the guy who's going to provide for you, right? But yeah, you need to. Let me deal with that last part. It makes no sense falling in love with potential. Yeah, women want the finished product, gentlemen. Women want the finished product. If you find a woman who is going to be there with you as a partner and work with you and build towards something, fantastic, good for you. You got a great woman. But understand, when you come into the marketplace, gentlemen, women are coming looking for the men who are the finished product, invariably speaking. And if you are not the finished product and the woman is above you and that she is the finished product, kind of trying to pull you up, brace yourself for a little bit of disrespect. Yeah, and to hear how it is that you ain't really doing nothing, and etc., etc.,
etc., etc. Also, too, ladies, we mentioned competing. Yes, the man has to compete for your affection, but don't cut out a man that in the race by himself, thinking that. Do not cut out a man that is running a solo race, expecting other entrants. I understand. Listen. A lot of women that's got a good man. Got a good man. Man might not be making the sort of money. Man might not be moving at your pace, but you got a good man. But you believe that the man ain't moving at your pace, so you tell the man you disqualify for the race, but then you all alone. Give me Keisha, man.
All alone by her lonesome self.
Jeez, I tell you, people, we don't practice this, you know. This is years. This is years, right? But please do not shoot yourself with the foot. We in Barbados have a saying: you cut off your nose to spite your face. Do not leave out a man that ain't where you want him to be. Man building, the man moving. You like the man, you love the man, you willing to build with the man, but you just ain't got the patience. You want a ready done project. But the ready done ain't there. Ain't coming.
Are you qualified for ready done? You know what I mean? Sometimes you go get start a home.
Listen,
I'll work with it.
You know what I mean? There's an expression called temper your expectations. I love that saying. Temper your expectations, ladies. Anyhow.
Well, I got one related to that I heard from a guy called Damian Keys. He's ex-musician. He's more into music business now.
Mm-hmm.
And he says you should match your expectations with your workload. And I love that.
Oh,
so ladies,
that's
if you
better.
expect a top 10 man, a top flight man, you gotta work for that man. If you expect, or if you want and expect average guy, yeah, well, you can, work for that. But you gotta work. Men have value, and I don't think we understand that or we appreciate that too much. Men have value, and we need to start appreciating that if something is valuable, you gotta work
for it. You have to work. We talked Tuesday. You think Bill Gates can give you $20 million just so? You can put your eyebrows and really shoot. If somebody if a woman comes in my life, right? And the woman ain't working for nothing. The woman just come to me and the woman is a perfect thing. Shoot. Imagine if Eva Mendes come to me with the personality of I don't even know. But like the woman is a saint. The woman is a nurturer. Eva Mendes come. Eva Mendes say, you know what, Neil Hoyt? It is you. I will speak life into you daily. I will treat you like the king you are. I can be like, hold on, Eva, pump brakes. Who put you out of this? Because I deserve. I know that I have not
done anything for it.
I have not done anything for it. You understand me? And I'm not talking about the viscous innards because let's be honest, we talked about it Tuesday. If the viscous innards come along, I will not say that I am so integrous not to take it. But seriously speaking, though, I can speak also. I can rattle off some numbers here before we open up the phones, right? Everybody looking at Russell Wilson and the Ciara dynamic and saying, you know what? Nice guys, this, that, the next day, third. Brought men, this, night, next year. 1%. Sorry. The percentage of men in the world over 6 feet decreases by the percentage as they go up in inches. So, for example, I'm 6'5". Came to find out I'm the top 3% in men in height. I'm 6'5". There is 6'2", and he's in the top, I think, 3.5 to 4%. So to show you, he is still a low percentage man in terms of he's in the upper echelon, the upper percentile of tall men, right? Men that got abs, them ain't walking about. Men that well, I don't know how you gonna find out the man got 6 inches of lumber, but men that got 6 inches of up are in the top percentile of men in the world. The average size of a man's penis in this world is 5 inches, not 6, 5 inches. And as you go,
well, 7 or 8,
and as you get longer, you go up in percentile. So if you want a man with 8 inches to break down your walls and break you up like raw macaroni, remember I dare to say, you're looking for a man that is within the top 5% of men walking about. If you want a man that making money, you want a man that making a certain amount of $10,000-$20,000 a month, right? Here in Barbados and overseas, you are talking about a man that is in a lower percent, in an upper percentile bracket, because the more money you make per year, the less and less them men ain't walking about.
Yeah.
So
less and less people up there.
Right.
It's lonely at the top.
Lonely at the top. So you want a man, essentially holistically, you want a man that is in the top 5% of men walking about the place. Are you a top 5% of women walking about the place?
Are you? Let me get it.
But the problem is women's metrics are measured differently than men, because though their metrics are measured intangibly. Think about it.
Yeah, and that's the challenge.
Yeah, we can't go and find it. We can't go and pull up a website on nice women, the percentile of women that are just nice, that are willing to nurture and speak life.
Not only that, Neil. They call, as I said on Tuesday, they call it getting lucky for a reason. Men get lucky.
Shoot.
The more boxes you take, the luckier you get. But men get lucky because we don't control access to sex. Women are the ones who say, well, yeah, you could get this. Right? Unfortunately, women have access. 100% of the women want 20% of the men. And what happens is that 20%, depending on how they're raised, etc., they're kind of willing to deal with all 100% of the women. So what would happen is all the women will feel like they got a chance at being with this guy because a man will hit anything. Tara in the house.
Shout out Tara.
It's been a while. Yeah. The fella will hit the same if he feel he can get away with it. You know what I mean? Nobody ain't gonna know.
Because they know
it doesn't matter if he was like, you know, well, all the other options we're out. There's the end of the black butt. Let me call she. It doesn't matter.
Let me look at phone. Let me look at phone, but
yeah, but women are looking at it like that.
No.
You know what I mean? Women's like, what? He called me, so yeah, he cool, he good.
And that's another thing too, right? I didn't know y'all say, oh, y'all men just want a woman with fat ass. Y'all just want a woman with this, that, next, the 34th. A lot. First things first, they got a lot more big boxy women walking about the place than there are men that have 6 inches and more of wood.
They're big at quick slow, man.
There are. No, you gotta play that again. Too low. Yeah, there are a lot more, and the thing is, because men would essentially, once we got a woman that are willing, we don't. Yes, if we get an 8, 9, 10, we shot it. But chances are we know coming through the door is a 5, 6, 7, and by and large we've accepted that.
It's called average for a reason.
Yeah. Average. Like let's be honest. I know somebody came in the chat one time and was saying, you know, when a man like women that this, that, next, we don't want 8, 9s and 10s. Yeah, we want 8, 9s and 10s, but we are not out here saying that if my woman My potential mate don't look like Rihanna or Eva Mendes. You can't even talk to me. What is it idiot?
Yeah. Sure. Only today, we had a discussion about a guy who walks around with some very attractive ladies. We would say 7, 8, 9, 10, and then somebody made the point where his girl is an adjustable 3. And but that's his girl. And he happy with you, know what I mean?
That's what the man like. That's what the man like. That's what's getting the man jollies off.
Yeah, I find that is a very interesting conversation, but we should rehash it and come at it again. We had that kind of time. We got some work to do after this anyhow.
Yeah, nobody call it.
People call it. So, ladies and gents, thank you so much for tuning in. This is another episode of the Senate Podcast. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Feel free to bring some more people. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the month. Yeah, we don't make it the rules. We just make sure you know what those rules are. Yeah? 4s, 5s, and 6s. Then narrow the 5 and the 6, you know. Exactly that, Rihanna. Some wants 3, maybe another man's 8. Ladies, please remember you can ignore reality all you want, but you cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. If you are an adjustable 3, you're an adjustable 3. Work with it, but don't expect to keep. Cause shoot, an 8 or an 9 or a 10 man but can cross a 4 year like laundry, but don't expect to keep it. You gain it up for another 8, 9, and 10. Relationships are reflective, associative mating. Yeah? Be the best version of you for you, and we will see you guys next week.
The contaminated environment. In the tutus about that.
Look at that. I said it short from 4 days. We're going to take him on the news.
Here.